doing a quick body scan. So find yourself in whatever comfortable position that is for you. Feet are firmly planted under the hips. Rolling the shoulders down and back. And let's start off with a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of the day that we've lived. Letting go of any stresses, crazy things going on in our minds. And bringing our awareness into our physical bodies. Allowing our breath to assume its natural rhythm in through the nose and out through the nose. Running through a body scan to get a sense of the mood and the energy of the body. And noticing the rhythm of our breath, where it comes into the body and how it leaves the body. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and start bouncing. Let's shake up the energy. Let's shake up the day. And let's start moving it around, bringing the awareness more to our physical bodies. And to sway and to dance at whatever energy level you feel you need. Listening to the body, moving however feels most intuitive. Shaking, bouncing, just moving all that energy around. Kicking. Breathing in a sense of curiosity and letting go of any worry about what we might look like. Traveling, smiling, and maybe even giggling. Go for 10 more seconds. Let it all out, move it all around. And then slowly coming into stillness, running through a body scan once again, checking in with any new energy flowing through the body. Feeling the vibrations. And realizing the stillness of our breath back to the inhale and exhale through our noses. Feet are firmly grounded underneath our hips. And before we start our physical asana practice, I'm going to throw a sway test at you. Knees are slightly bent. And using the power of our minds, we're going to think of something ultra positive. So an affirmation in our mind that we believe, that we know to be true. This could be as simple as our names. My name is Kerri, my name is Kerri, my name is Kerri. Or, I am light. I am creative. Choosing one thing that we will repeat in our minds to test the power of our minds. Go ahead and start repeating this in our mind or out loud. Taking note of what and how our body responds. We're going to do this for a few moments. The shifts in our bodies may be very subtle. It may not happen today, but with practice, it will. Continuing that positive thought, that truth, and noticing what might be happening in the physical body. Now start thinking of something contrary, something that isn't true. May even be somebody else's name. My name is Jack. Well, it's not. So let's test how my body responds with this negative untruth. Repeating it in our minds, noticing once again how our bodies respond. Continuing for a few more breaths, noticing any shifts in the body. And now bringing ourselves back to stillness, aware of the breath, deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth as we reset. Preparing ourselves for our asana. Spreading the feet out a little bit wider. And we'll flow through our Melasana Squats. Inhaling, reaching the arms up, palms are together. Exhaling, we lower down into our squat. Inhale, we forward fold. And on the exhale, we roll up, gently stacking the vertebrae, shoulders and head, and we'll repeat this flow with the breath, the steady rhythm, finding our flow as suits our bodies today. Slowly warming up, expanding the rib cage, sinking a little bit deeper each time. Noticing the sensations in our bodies and how they may transform as we warm up. Connecting the rhythm of our movement to our breath. Trusting that our breath will guide the way. We'll float through 2 more. And then all the way back down into our forward fold. Holding our forward fold when we get there. Bringing our fingertips or the palms of our hands down to the earth. Bending one knee at a time, shifting our weight left to right. our heads hang heavy. And warming into the back of our legs and our lower back. Coming to the tops of our mat if we're not already there. Finding our feet underneath our hips. Coming into stillness here. And bringing our left knee into our chest, tucking the forehead towards the knee on the inhale. And then extending the leg back out on the exhale. Pressing our chests up. Inhaling, we curl back in. And on the exhale, we extend the leg back out, pressing the foot as if we're pushing against the wall. Floating through, inhaling, tucking in. Exhale, pressing up. Keeping whatever micro bend in the right knee may be needed in order to keep our hands firmly planted. Three more. Keeping the foot pointed down. Last one here. Holding out. This time lifting the hands off the ground, bending the right knee even more, crunching into a little ball. And then exhale, stretching up, cactusing the arms. Inhaling. Exhale, cactus the arms. Crunching in. Warrior 3 with cactus arms. Going to your speed. Feeling the outer glute and the hamstring light up. 2 more. On this last one, we hold at the top, planting the back foot, coming into our crescent lunge. Good. Inhale, lifting the torso. And we're going to shift our weight forward and back. Forward and back. Switching our focus now to the quadriceps and the ball of the back foot. Maybe starting to plant the heel of the back foot. Maybe even starting to lift the toes off the mat of the front foot. Finding a placement for the hands wherever feels comfortable. Let's do one more. Good. Coming back into our crescent lunge, hunkering down, hinging at the hips. Bring the hands all the way back down to the earth. And we're going to draw the left foot all the way back up. Standing split, tucking the head, chin to chest. Pressing the right knee back, lifting the left leg. Option here is to open up, rotating into our half moon. Option to lift the left arm off the ground, reaching it up. Rotating outwards. Noticing the steady rhythm of breath. Good. One more breath here. And then we'll bring our hand back down to the earth. Left foot curls behind the right foot. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Good. Elongating the torso. And then hinging deeply into the pose, gently and slowly. Feeling the sensations down the back of the legs. No doubt generated from the heat in the glutes and the energy that we're creating. Good. One more breath. And we're going to draw the left foot all the way back out. Coming all the way back down. Let's flow through our squat. Again, inhaling, reaching our arms all the way up, adjusting our feet. Exhale, squatting down. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, rolling ourselves up. Let's do 2 more just like that. Resetting. One more. Reaching up, opening the abdomen. Forward fold. Rolling up gently. And then we come all the way back down into our forward fold, repeating the pattern on the opposite side of our bodies. Hanging out here. Finding placement of our feet, maybe wiggling the knees a bit. You know what's coming. So, with our hands firmly planted, maybe up on the fingertips, keeping our knees as bent as needed, we're going to bring our right foot off the ground, tucking the knee in to the forehead, inhaling, and then exhale, we extend the right foot out, flexing the foot as if we're pushing the wall away. Inhale, tucking in. Exhale, we extend. Good. Keeping this rhythm with our breath. Elongating the torso as we extend the left leg back, the right leg back. 2 more. Holding here, slowly starting to bring the hands off the earth. This may require us to bend the left knee for stability. Crunching in on the inhale. On the exhale, we bring our arms up to cactus. Inhale, tucking into a little ball. Exhale, cactus. Repeating, finding grounding in that left foot. Not dancing around like me. Letting go any judgment. We wobble together. And we get better and build stronger each practice. Let's do 2 more. And on this last one here, we plant the right foot up on the toes, bringing our hands wherever is most comfortable. And we hinge forward and back, shifting our weight. Maybe starting to plant the back foot, maybe lifting the toes at the front. There's no rush. Noticing any differences on this side of the body compared to the other. Just for noting. Good. One more. Oh, feel it in the top of the foot. That feels good. Coming back into our crescent lunge. Bringing our hands down, hinging over the left leg. And when you're ready, go ahead and lift the right leg all the way off the mat. Standing split. Slowly starting to press the left knee back, straightening the leg as and when possible. Generating heat here. Tucking the chin to our chest. Good. And when we lower the right leg, we're going to lower it all the way behind the left foot, tucking it in, crossing the legs, elongating the torso on the inhale, and hinging forward on each exhale. Slowly feeling the warmth as if the sunlight is running down the back of our legs, releasing tension and melting it away. With the left hand planted underneath us, we're going to extend that right leg all the way back again. Option here to come into a half moon, lifting the right arm off the mat, reaching it up, rotating, opening, shifting the hips slightly. Two more breaths. Amazing. Bringing the hands down, bringing the leg all the way back underneath our hips, left and right. We flow back into today's vinyasa, inhaling, reaching the palms up together. Exhale, coming into our Melasana Squat. Inhale, forward folding. And exhale, we roll all the way back up. Ragdoll. Come all the way back. Repeating. Slowing our movements to the speed of our breath. Inhale up. Floating through. Inhale, forward fold. And exhale, come all the way back up. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Reaching for the left hand. Elongating the torso. And then come into a side bend. Studying the rhythm of our breath. Feeling the warmth and the energy rushing through us. Pressing the hips forward. One more breath. Good. And let's roll forward out of that. Slowly checking in with the lower back, and then we reach all the way up to the other side. Deep breaths in. Reaching for the right wrist this time, elongating the spine, and then coming into our side bend, opposite side. Pressing the hips forward. Anchoring down through the foot and the hip. Breathing space into the side body. We're not compressing. As big as possible. How much air can we sip in? As we calm our breath and our nervous system. Finding that inner balance. Last big breath here. And then we slowly move forward, rolling out of that. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way back up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a moment here to reset, rolling the shoulders down and back, pressing the palms together. The hips are directly under our shoulders. Maybe the glutes are engaged to press them forward. Mine are shaking. And we'll float our way into a tree pose. So wiggling our feet underneath us a little bit more. And let's start with the left foot. So perhaps the left foot comes out on the toes. And we start to lift it off the ground, finding contact between the left foot and the right leg as and when we feel stable enough, maintaining dynamic tension in our upper body, pressing the palms together, thus rolling the shoulder blades back and down. Actively pressing the knee away, engaging the glute, focusing our attention somewhere in the space around us or inwards onto our breath, finding a placement for our hands that feels strong and stable. Two more breaths here. And we release out of that, shaking it up in between if you like. And we'll do the same thing with the opposite foot. So finding our placement, bring our hands back to heart center. Allowing the right foot to float out and slowly start to make contact with our leg. Perhaps that's quicker, perhaps it's slower, that's fine. No judgment, no expectation. It connects and stabilizes when the body is ready. And then we check in, making sure the shoulders aren't up around our ears. We have dynamic tension through the whole body. The knee is actively being pressed away, engaging the back of the glute. And we find a placement for our hands as we're ready. And it may still be at heart center, that's fine. Allowing the body to tell us what we need. May be different today than it was last time you were in tree pose. That's the exciting part about yoga practice. It's never the same. Two more breaths here. Feel the left foot grounded into the earth. Calm strength. Bring our hands back to heart center, maybe wiggling, maybe shaking, rolling out the ankles, whatever feels good. Ah, lovely. Good. Once again, to the top of our mats if you're not already there. Floating through today's vinyasa. Inhaling, reaching the arms up, palms together, opening up the abdomen. Exhale, we float back down into our Melasana Squat. Inhale, forward fold. Let's do two more just like this. Rolling up like a ragdoll. Inhale, reaching up. Going to whatever speed suits us. Now we'll come all the way back down into our forward fold, meeting one another there. Hanging out here for a few breaths. You want to bounce the legs, maybe hurling our hands into the inside of our elbows, shifting left to right, whatever feels good. Two more breaths. And we're going to plant our hands, bending the knees as needed, and we're stepping back into our plank. So bringing the feet together, shifting in order to get the feet together, the hands under the shoulders, the chest. We're pressing the earth away, pressing into our shoulder blades. Lifting the knees as we engage the quadriceps, and we're looking down. Neutral neck, making sure we can move it around. We're not holding tension, but we are gripping our fingers. The fingers, the knuckles, the thumbs, everything is pressing actively away from the earth. Wrapping the elbows forward. Should be feeling the whole body light up here. Generating a bunch of heat. Good. Let's shift our heels to the right and lift our left arm off the earth. Pressing the arm up, lifting the hips if that feels comfortable today. Scissoring or stacking the feet. Pressing the earth away. And our lightly shaking right arm. Three more breaths. Keep those hips lifted. And then let's shift our weight all the way back down, centering ourselves, getting the feet back together. And then over to the left we go. Heels start, lifting the right arm off the mat as and when comfortable. The left hand is under the shoulder. And we gaze wherever feels most stable. Keeping the hips up. Focusing on the breath. Calm strength. We've got this. We are fierce. We are warriors. And we only have 2 more breaths. Yay, bringing the right hand all the way back down. Woo, let's lower onto our forearms. Slowly lowering down. Bring the elbows underneath our chest this time. Keeping the torsos parallel to the floor. Driving through the feet. The abdomen should be engaged. Use the breath to calm the nervous system that's likely telling us that this is a little crazy. And then go ahead and open up again to the right. Lifting that left arm once again. Stacking or scissoring the feet. We're a little closer to the earth this time. Maybe we try to stack. Pressing the earth away. Feel the heat that's generating. Maybe the breath even calms a little bit. One more. And then we shift all the way back to center, readjust, catch our breath in between, and when you're ready, come on over to the left. The heels lower, we reach up with the right arm, lifting the hips, reaching as high as we can. Congratulating ourselves for our calm strength. determined to finish this with strength and positivity. One more big breath. And we come all the way back down. Yay! Let's lower our knees. Curling into a ball, extending the hands out, shifting into a child's pose. Shifting or finding stillness to reconnect with the breath and to slow its rhythm. Maybe taking a moment here to reflect on any intention that we may have set at the beginning of our practice, perhaps a motivation to join this session and to come to the mat. Checking in with the energy of the body and how it may have changed a little bit since the beginning of our class. One more big breath here. Sigh it out. Inhaling, coming into all fours. With the hands underneath the chest and the shoulders. Curling the toes underneath our shins. Let's step up into down dog. We won't be here for long. On the exhale, lifting the hips up. Pressing the heels towards the earth. The chin is tucked to the chest. Good. Let's lift our left leg off the earth. Inhaling, coming into our plank. Inhaling back. And then coming into our plank, tucking the knee into our chest, exhaling back out. Inhale, floating to plank. Exhale, press back. Floating forward and back. With the rhythm of the breath, pressing the right heel into the earth, elongating the right leg. Tucking the chin in. 2 more. Building our strength in our wrists and our abdomen. Tucking all the way back in. Inhaling here. And let's rotate out, extending the left foot, fallen star. Inhaling, reaching the arm up. Gazing down at the hand, pressing into the earth. Bringing our awareness to the breath as we reach up. Three more breaths. Last one. Then we bring the right hand back down to the earth. Let's lower ourselves. Ninja chaturanga. Oh, doesn't that feel good on the hip? Deep breath in, inhaling, lifting the torso, pressing away. Maybe feeling this in the lower back on the left side. Let's breathe into any discomfort as we reset our breath and our heart rate. Good. Last big breath here. We press up into our plank. Inhale, bringing the knee all the way back and rotating onto the ball of the right foot. Exhale, extend back. And we lower all the way back to child's pose. Let's widen our knees, this time bringing the toes together. Slowly easing our way, melting towards the earth. Let's bring our hands behind our back and rest the wrists. So, Foreheads are down on our mats or on a block if we need to bring the earth closer to us. Bringing the hands behind our backs, rolling the shoulders, and lifting the arms as possible. Crick, crack, crick, crack. I've just made a little space for my joints and my ligaments. Noticing the sensations of the upper body, down the arms, through the fingers and the wrists, the neck, the shoulders, upper back, maybe even through the lower back and the hips. All that yumminess, breathing air in to nourish all the tissues of our bodies. And lowering our arms as and when you're ready. And bringing the hands and the arms back down to the earth. Inhaling, coming back into all fours. Let's finish off strong. Same pattern on the opposite side. Curling our toes under our shins, stepping up into down dog on the next exhale. Pressing the heels towards the earth. Good. Maybe walking the hands or the feet out a little bit so we can come into our plank. Lifting this time the right leg off the earth, pressing the weight into the left heel. And when you're ready, go ahead and float forward on the inhale, up on the back toes. Exhale, we extend back. Curling our knee into our chest this time, inhaling. Exhale, we float back. Moving to the rhythm of our breath. Finding length in the left leg with each extension. And strength in our torsos and our wrists with each inhalation. Feeling the energy that we're generating in the upper back and the shoulders as we melt our chests towards the earth. 2 more. On the inhale, we tuck in. Exhale, we extend out, fall and start lifting our left hand, planting our left foot, reaching high. Finding somewhere to gaze at. Focusing on the rhythm of our breath, lifting the hips, reaching up. Two more big breaths. We are fierce. And we rotate forward, lowering down into Ninja Chaturanga. Yay, tucking the elbows in. Inhale, lifting the torso. Breathing into the right hip, the right lower back, pressing the earth away. Maybe starting to feel a little bit of a release in the leg, hopefully. Feeling alive and powerful. Good. Resetting the heart and the breath. We lower back down, pressing back up into our plank, curling our knee back, extending. And then coming all the way back down onto our knees, fully curling our toes underneath the shins. Making sure the pinky is cooperating. Bring our hands out in front, interlacing. Exhale, bring them out, parallel to the floor. Inhale, we reach all the way up. Exhale, we round forward. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, rounding forward. 3 more just like that. Coming back to a tall torso roll in the shoulders. Keeping the toes underneath us. Bringing our hands to heart center. Checking in with the sensations in the toes, the balls of the feet, and the tops of the feet. Knowing that we won't be here long. Trusting that we can, in fact, tolerate any discomfort. And that it will serve us. Developing this ability on the mat to use when we feel challenged in our daily lives. Good. Now that our hearts have reset, we make our way down to the mat for a couple of spinal twists to finish off gently. When you're ready, go ahead, tap out the feet. Wiggle the ankles, and then lowering ourselves all the way down. Transitioning through a boat hold. Bringing the legs in front, drawing the shoulder blades in and down, lifting the heels up. This may be challenging enough. That's fine. If it's not, go ahead and lift the legs. Go ahead and release the arms. Holding our boat, generating a little bit more heat in the abdomen and mindfulness in our brains, focusing on the breath, challenging ourselves to our ability. Deeper exhalations to help calm our nervous system. 3 more. Last big breath. I'm shaking already. And we lower ourselves down 1 vertebrae at a time, shoulders and head. Let's draw our right knee all the way in with us, hugging it into the chest. Oh, melting our heads to the earth as well as the shoulder blades, drawing the shoulders in and down as we hug the right knee into our chest. Enjoying this moment of having stopped, feeling the earth beneath us and the contact our bodies make. Good. Bringing our right arm down to the earth and the left hand to the outside of the right knee, gently twisting over to the left, maybe gazing over to the right. Gentle spinal twist here, keeping our shoulder blades firmly planted. Checking in with the lower back on the right side, maybe even the hip flexor on the right that may be causing us a little bit of blockage and inhibiting our flexibility and fluidity. I know I'm sure feeling it today, so I'm easing my way in gently, using the exhalations to release energy. Noticing the pattern that's running down from our neck, through the shoulder, upper back, mid back, low back, hip flexor and knee. Breathing space and light. Noticing a calm rhythm of breath. And a celebration of having completed a challenging flow. Rotating ourselves back to center. Bringing both knees in, hugging ourselves up into a little ball, wrapping our arms around our shins, tucking our chins into our chest. Good, and go ahead and float the right leg long on the mat, keeping the left leg tucked in, lowering our shoulder blades and our head. Actively drawing the knee into our chest and our abdomen. Noticing what's happening in the hip flexor. And slowly floating the left arm away from the body. Bringing the right hand to the outside of the left knee, rotating over to the right, gazing to the left. Once again, we rotate gently and slowly, keeping our shoulder blades on the earth. Releasing tension with the exhalations to create space and openness in our back body and our minds. Drawing in the warmth of sunlight with each breath in, melting away tension with each exhale. Maybe even visualizing our heart drawing in that warmth, breathing for us. Breathing in gratitude for the strength of our bodies, the determination of our minds, the love of ourselves and our community. Floating our way back to center. Hugging in one more time into that little ball. And then when you're ready, go ahead and melt into your final resting pose in fetal, shavasana, or whichever suits you today. Just allowing ourselves to take a few more moments to integrate the practice into our muscle memory, to integrate all the new energy, the new light in our bodies, and perhaps to set an intention for the evening or the days ahead. As long as we need here in this pose. Maybe even taking a moment to remind ourselves how amazing we are. Using the power of our minds as we did at the beginning of our practice. Reminding ourselves of positivity and truth. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and draw the feet in, curling ourselves back up and over, pressing ourselves up gently to protect our spine, supported, safe. thank you all for choosing to spend this hour with me. I am very grateful to be with you all along this journey. I wish you a lovely evening. Namaste.